Hello, Renee Flamond here. I always tell you that I'll bring to you little tricks of the trade that I may hear or see that might help you as I learn them, because we all need help in dealing with this narcissist business at one point or another. This video, as evidenced by the title, is for those of you who are just at your wits' end in having and trying and making the effort of making it stick. Renee, how can I just make it stick? I've been asked that before. Just tell me how did you finally do it? Like, how do you, I don't know how to do, okay. I was watching a program the other day, and one of the lead characters went to an AA meeting. I've never been to an AA meeting. Maybe some of you have with a friend. Maybe some of you are in AA, so you understand this. I am not, so I only know it from television, right? So the person's in the AA meeting, and one person's getting like a 1-month chip, and one person's getting a 6-month chip, and one person had fallen from 10 years of sobriety. And they have to start all over from day one. Day one. And it's still a proud day. And they stand there and they tell their story. And they have another day one. So I wonder about them, those kinds of people. All of them. Any of them. Whatever the addiction is. That struggle of how many day ones do they have? And some of them go through many of them. I mean, wow, that's got to be tough. That's got to be tough. Can you imagine? And maybe, like I said, maybe you're in it and you have an addiction yourself and you're like, oh, Renee, please, I don't have to imagine. This is the same kind of thing. These people, bless their hearts, take one day at a time. One day at a time. And I saw an interview with a very famous person once. Elizabeth Vargas was an interviewer for one of the network shows, and she very famously made like a 45-minute video of her addiction to alcohol. And I remember from it I learned, because I think the interviewer I sensed was not wanting to ask her right out, how long has it been? And I think, if I recall, she answers kind of like, well, you know, I got the sense that you're not supposed to ask an addict that. How long has it been? Because what they say is they take one day at a time. And God forbid you ask an addict and they fell the day before and they've been 10 years sober. Now that person has to muster up, oh, guess what? I fell off last night. I'm actually on day one. Because that's how they count it. They can't say 10 years anymore if they break. So that's a whole thing that I've learned about that whole world. And I related it to this, because we talked about it before. The attraction to the narcissist, the fighting, the cycle, that's all addictions within us as well. And what you're having to resist is the hits. When you're missing them, you're missing the hits of dopamine, cortisol, endorphins, the adrenaline, whether it's the fighting or the love bombing or the whatever. But missing them is not a reason to reach out. It's not a reason to reach out. Wait it out. It should pass. It will eventually pass, even if it's impossibly difficult. And when you're on your 99th day one in staying away from your narcissist, so what? So what? So, it's your 99th day one. If you just hold out and count it day by day, one day at a time, like the AA meetings, those people do, one day at a time, if you just hold out and count it one day at a time, the feelings of missing them will pass. Think of it as your hit, your addiction. You're just wanting a hit. That's what you want. You want to hear their voice. You want their attention. You want them to try to explain to you what happened. You want them to decide that they love you. Some people are still in that. It is very normal for you to miss somebody with whom you spent a lot of time, but it is not a reason to reach out to them. I would like to repeat that. It is very normal to miss them. Very normal. There are moments I miss my narcissist. He was fun. We had a lot of fun together. A lot of fun. You miss their voice, the way they laughed, the way they did so. It's not a reason to reach out. I got sick of having day ones. I did. I got sick of having day ones. And I was very anxious to get to be able to say that I hadn't seen him in months, or that I hadn't spoken to him in months. I was very anxious to be able to say months, which now I can say. Now I can say. I can say it. But before months is weeks, and before weeks are days. So you have to get through day 1, day 7, day 14, day 21. Go in clips of weeks. Try to get to each Sunday. I mentioned that once before too. That worked for me in the beginning. That's how I did it. I would make it to Sundays. I would say, okay, I think I started the last time, it was in like midweek. So I was like, all right, I can make it 10 days. And I went 2 Sundays out. And you have to do it like that because it is so difficult. And you do want the hit of dopamine. And you do want, your cycle even craves the fighting, that adrenaline. Your blood gets going. That creates an addiction in your brain. And then that feeds that. So now you want more of that. It's an addiction. It's the same thing as the alcohol meeting, the AA meeting. Those people are addicted to that substance. We, the victims, are addicted to the narcissist. And all of those hits of dopamine are magnetic that you get when you are with them. When you are in a good state with them, when you are in a bad state with them, when you are crying over them later and they're not even in the room anymore. Those are all emotions that we become addicted to on the train and the cycle that the narcissist keeps us spinning around on. Like it's a calculated thing on their part. And they'll give you just enough to make you think, ooh, he gave me just enough. Does that mean it's all better? An alcoholic, from what I've gathered, can't have one drink. So the addiction to your narcissist is such that you can't have one conversation. You can't have one, let's just go out to dinner and talk things out and end as friends. And now, if you have children, that's a whole different ball game. You do have to get along with them. You do have to. You have to. Period. End of story. I don't know how you have to figure that out, but you must. Don't be alone with them. Sure, we'll go to dinner and work out the thing. My sister's going to come. My brother's going to come. My cousin's going to come. Bring somebody with you. I wouldn't allow any more time with them than is necessary to work out details of children rearing and scheduling and pickups and drop-offs. And I knew somebody that used to only contact his spouse through the email. All details were done through the email. He felt it made him have a record of the communication. There was no chance for it to go sideways into a topic not related to pickup, drop-off, doctor's appointments, braces, all of that. Email, email, email. And that way it could never veer off. If you're on the phone, so how you been? Oh, if you're in an email, it's very hard for him or her to get you on the track of another topic, which they will use to, in some way, make you feel bad. So I encourage you to count your day ones as important. If you've had, like I said, 99 of them, so what? If it takes 100, then it takes 100. But don't give in because you miss them. That's not a reason. You will miss them. That part's not going to go away. It might go away eventually, but it doesn't go away overnight. But it's not a reason to miss them. It's not a sign. It's not a reason to reach out. It's not a sign to reach out to them. Ooh, this song came on. Is that a sign? No, it's not a sign. It's just that that's the song that came on. So you have to put yourself and your priority and your wellness above anything else. Above anything else. Not, oh, but I want to give it one more shot. Because I think if we go back and forth, when we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that is exactly what we're hoping for. At least I can speak for myself. I look back in it now. Absolutely. And I might have, I was also trying to, I was hoping for teaching him a lesson, teaching him the lesson. I thought in those last few months of back and forth when we weren't together, but I was trying to talk to him, I thought I was going to teach him things for him to be better for the next person. So I could do my part in the world and rid it of one, have it be one less narcissist in the world. I thought I was going to fix him, even once he wasn't with me. And I was using that, I think, as a reason to maintain contact with him. And I think in doing that, even that was dangerous, because deep down inside, I think I was still hoping that he would change. And that would affect me in a positive way. Not only for the world, not only for the next person, not only to make the world have one less narcissist. I think I thought, I don't remember when it changed to just being about taking one less narcissist away from the world. But I think they were definitely, when you're reaching out, there was definitely a lot of hope there for a long time for me. And then it just dissipated. And day 1 became day 10, which became day 20, which became month 3, and it happens. You just have to stick through it, through that missing them part. That's the hard part. But if you just keep reminding yourself, that is not a reason to reach out to them. Sit in it. Sit in it. Feel it. Okay, so you miss them. All right, I'm sure an alcoholic misses alcohol too, but they make it. They make it through one day at a time. Chin up.